Alright, we're back. And we'll be moving on to the Imperial Japanese Navy search segment. But the only problem is we got the activated route, which is Midway. These task forces have a 3 space range rather. But no task forces within range, so we'll skip that part of the search segment. If the U.S. Navy task force search range is more than one coastal defense unit, then make only one search for it within the restrictions. That's it, within range. Alright, now they'll be moving. You must move all Imperial Japanese task forces on each active route. So we'll move this up to the movement section. And for each task force, we'll be rolling. And here we are in Midway. 4th Carrier Strike Force. Going first. With a 4. Oh, Carrier Strike Force, Task Force. 4. 2 spaces. He'll go. 1, 2. Now he should move and then search, but okay. Far be it from me. Alright, Invasion for Force on Midway with a 3. Invasion with a 3. 1, 2, 3, 2 spaces. So he goes 2 also. 1, 2. Alright, that'll be it up. Oh, we got some more back here. We got the main body. Lagging behind with a 1. Alright, main body with a 1. He only goes 1 space. He'll be up here at wake. And last but not least, the support. Main body and support lagging behind. It's a 5. 2 spaces. He'll be joining the main body here at wake. And this is what it looks like after the Japanese movement. Alright, we'll go here. Consult movement table, roll 1 die, result number of spaces. Let's move towards, yep. You're in our spot with objective space or task force, you gotta stop. Alright. Alright. So, hold on a second, we don't have nothing here. We just moved our task force, so we have to pick us an incident marker. And that is key. Let's see what we got here for an incident. The all-important, game-changing incident marker has been flipped. It's on its right side. We'll find out what it is together. And the incident is war submarine warfare. Okay, that thing comes up a lot. There's a lot more in there. I'm gonna let you see. That one comes up a bunch. All right, we'll take that. Now, is it pro or con for the incidents? Reinforcements, incidents. That back here, it sure is. If drawn during the Imperial Japanese movement phase, and Imperial Japan may be adjacent. All right, well, it's drawn during their segment, so it is against them. We will love that. All right. Followed up with low procedures. All friendly task force on the space closest to the enemy home base active route are spotted. That are these right here. So the invasion and the 4th Carrier Strike Force are spotted. So it means we have submarines in the area. And they have spotted these guys coming in Midway. Always smart to have a submarine or underwater umbrella spread out ahead of Midway. And we got them spotted. That always helps. See if we can do anything more than that. Subject to a submarine attack. If more than one in the space, then pick one at random. Alright, a random one will be. Let's get this out of the way. Sorry about all the dog hairs. Believe me, I don't have any black hairs left. If they're not gray, they're my dogs. All right, well, I just dropped something here. Here we go. Hold on a minute. There we are. All right. And we have the hair with us, of course. All right, we'll drop one of these. That'll be the one we're going to mix them all up, and drop one. This is the one that's going to be a hit. It will be the 4th Carrier Strike Force, yeah. All right. So they're the ones going to get hammered. Where were we? M15, I think. Alright, 4th Carrier Strike Force. Alright. Form anti-submarine warfare, so they get a chance to drop some depth charges for each light carrier. I guess cruiser or CL. I don't know what that is. A DG unit in the task force. Alright, what's the big task force? 4th Carrier Strike Force is... Well, that's not it. 1st, 2nd, 4th. Oh, it's a small one. I thought it was that big force, but that big force is the invasion force. So there's a 4th Carrier Strike Force. It can hold 3 units. Oh, look what we got here. We got a deceptive unit. So they won't be dropping any depth charges. Yep. They have no... Hold on. A CVL? Oh, okay, we got one. Let's see here. For each CVL. Alright. Well, they got one there. Some light carrier. And the old... I don't know what that does. That don't mean nothing. What the hell does it mean? If there's 3 or 2 in there. It don't matter to me. Ain't nothing I can do about it. The Ho Show. There's a light carrier. You can see his little profile there. Let's see if we can get a look at him a little bit better. There you go, there you go. It's probably something that was probably an old cargo ship they just put a deck on. I think they did a lot of that. They didn't really make carriers, they just kind of converted old ships and just put flight decks on the top of them. That looks like it might be the case with the old Ho Show. Alright, let's see who we got. He's going to roll against my submarine. What are we looking for here? Gets through. So 1 to 2. My submarine bails. There you go. 4. He gets through and the attack will ensue. Alright. 3 to 6. Submarine gets through the screen and may attack a task force. Submarine attacks in 1 naval unit. Roll 1 die rolls less than equal number print on the marker of that target. Okay. Alright. Well, we will pick one and I will go for the Soryu. So in the old periscope here, we got a couple profiles. We could identify them, I'm sure. And the Soryu will be first, or the only one attacked. We gotta get a 1 or less. Taking a Hail Mary shot at it. Let's see what we get. Oh, no good. We must have got one on back here because we sunk their transport, so that won't even be a hit. And everything is as it is. We'll put this back with the 4th Carrier Strike Force. If we can remember, there's a deception unit in there in rank 3. Alright, well that'll take care of that incident. No good for us. We're ready to move on to the U.S. Naval reaction phase, I do believe. Go back here, make sure we're doing everything right. Alright. Ceased movement. There is an activated route. Unactivated routes you may do any of the following: launch U.S. Navy naval aircraft bomber and fighter units. Don't have any of those. Launch U.S. naval aircraft and land attack fighters for CAP missions. Alright, what the only thing we could do is launch CAPs. We got one. I have all these units based at Midway, and they're all full-strength squadrons. None of them have been broken in yet because there isn't many fighting along Midway, but we will put one up there on the cap. There he is. Little FA, F2, A3, whatever that is, VMF, whatever. I'll give you a little bit of identifications. Alright, well that is all we can do in the U.S. reaction phase. Cap mission, same as their carriers and our island bases. Our carriers are back here at Pearl. Midway, you're on your own. Alright. Next, the Imperial Japanese Navy Air Launch segment. Alright. Imperial Japanese Navy Air Launch segment. We'll press a pause here, take a little breaky break. We'll be back having some fun on a rain day. It be fall, and this will be the second rain day I've had within a month. to go along with my broken truck day and two sick days. Oh my God! When it rains, it pours. That's what I told somebody. They said something like earlier. They jinxed me and said, "Man, you never miss any work. You know, you got real good attendance." I'm like, "Yeah, but when I do, I usually miss more than a day." So I missed two sick days. Turned out to be two rain days and a truck breakdown day. Like I said, we got backup trucks too at our work. So we got two backups. So my truck's down and the two backups were down. That was bad news, but it happens. We're gonna take it in stride and enjoy some Midway Solitaire. Be back. All right, we are back. It's been a while, and yep. Unlike our last segment, the weather's taking a turn for the better. Although it has been kind of windy out. I guess that's why they call it falling. All the nice colors and everything on the trees. I was just thinking I was on the same route maybe about a week or so ago, and admiring all the nice trees and everything. And I went by the same route a couple days ago, and it was bare. So November definitely changes the landscape. The trees are bare. I'm waiting for some calmer, less windy days instead of trying to go out there and blow the leaves and try to get everything all cleaned up in the yards. But yeah, the wind's keeping me from that. But what a shame. We're gonna do some Midway Solitaire, and we have been. I have been gaming pretty heavy, but on Warriors of God game, I'm trying to relearn that one. That one's got some. It's got some glitches in it, some maybe combat glitches that'll, me not being the sharpest tool in the shed. I had to go watch old Marco Wargamer, and I think Callendale, El Rico, or whatever his name is, play the game and see what their interpretations were. It definitely cleared it up. But here we are on the Midway route, and it is the Imperial Japanese Navy launch segment. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we don't have no task forces within range. They're all back at Pearl Harbor still. They haven't taken off for Midway yet, but Japanese aren't waiting, and it is their launch segment. So we will go down here to Imperial Japanese launch segment, and they will launch for targets that are within range of a spotted U.S. Navy task force, which won't work, but there will be a U.S. naval base that they'll be hammering on. And that base will be the namesake of the game, Midway. And here's they come. So let me get the air units all set to go. We'll find out their missions. So they'll just be attacking the objective, is what we'll have. Well, the objective missions, maybe some intruders, maybe some escorts, and then we'll definitely have our maybe cap missions. Although they'll launch cap missions over their task forces, not knowing that there are no U.S. task forces that have them spotted. But it might be prudent for them anyway to launch some cap missions against any LACs, land aircraft, that are stationed at Midway. Midway's already got one flying up there on cap, so there we go. We'll be back. All right, here we are with our first onslaught against Midway. And here's what we got going on for the Japanese getting ready to launch. They have the 4th Carrier Strike Force and the Invasion Force right here at spot M15. 4th Carrier Strike Force is a deception counter, but it's also got a carrier, the Ho, and he has a dive bomber, I guess, Veiled dive bomber, and the rest. Oh, yeah, that's another carrier, the Soryu. It's his complement of planes. He's got a fighter and a bomber. And then back here we got the Invasion Force, also has a carrier, and they're all fully full strength. None of them have been damaged in any combat yet. Following that is some kind of destroyers, cruisers, a nice battleship, a CL, which is a extended range. Well, maybe not. I thought them CLs were extended range cruisers, but we'll see. And he's got transports with units on them. So invasion forces to take the islands of Midway. Over here at Wake, we have some units that still can launch too. Let me see if he's got. Yeah, these guys. What's their range on there? That's a 6.5 range. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you can make it to Midway. So to remember not to forget about them. And also, around wake is lagging behind is a support group. It's got a carrier Akagi. That has a nice bomber on it, or a fighter. I don't know what happened. You know, that's all the planes. I think on the Akagi we have. Huh. Oh, he does have a bomber, but it's only got a 3 space range. 1, 2, 3. He can't make it to Midway, so that's why he's not on the board there to be deployed. And then he's got some destroyers in the support task force. Coming down here in the main body, nothing but deception units, so whatever that means. And I don't know if I was supposed to look all this, but I'll forget about it anyway with me playing this game once a week. All right, so anyway, let me go ahead and start assigning air units. First one will be it. Rolling box a little closer. We got us a naval aircraft bomber. There you go. AC bomber. There's a chance you don't launch with a 1. 2. Ooh, almost. Attack the task force. So that will be an attack at the objective down here on the board. Since ain't no task force. Next we will roll for the Soyuz Veil Dive Bomber. Naval aircraft with a 3 space range. Naval aircraft bomber. It's a 3. Want to attack task force. Kind of a no-brainer there. He'll be also going against the defenses at Midway. So we got 2 veils. Alright, Soyuz also got a fighter. Naval aircraft fighter. Was a 6. Ooh, goes all the way down here. So he'll be escorting. That is pretty logical. Provide some cover with that top number. That top number there in parentheses, much like I was saying earlier, must be a 2-seater with a rear gunner. So you can fire back. Alright, that'll take care of this 4th carrier strike force. Then it's been spotted, huh? Well, that's good. We can launch planes at them. Huh. What kind of range we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, can't get to them yet. Well, they're right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 6 X's away. I got units of Pearl that can bomb them, and they're spotted. 4th carrier strike force is spotted. Now the invasion force and these guys aren't, but yeah, that's the one that really counts. All right, we'll see what happens as the game progresses. Next for the invasion force, which is also at spot MI5. We got a carrier with some fully strength fighters and maybe a bomber. So let's see what the fighter wants to do for the carrier. Genyo. 3. Cap. So he'll be sticking around, protecting his carrier. I'll put him right here for now. Alright. Now what are we going to do with this bomber? NAC bomber. 4. Attack objective. Bomber's going for Midway. There you go. There's the rest of the invasion force. With the 2 transports, that makes sense. Alright, down here in the support group, we also got a carrier with a complement of just 1 plane. Huh, he's got a capacity of 3. Where's everybody else at? Look at that carrier there. Akagi. Oh, wait, hold on. The Akagi's way back here. He might not have any. He might not have the range. Yeah. Yeah, 2, 3 hex range. He's out of range. He's got units there. They're both probably out of range. Let's make sure. 3. Oh, that's the only unit. Alright, well, you had some unit bombers with them, but you can't get to it because they are back here awake. But the fighter can, if he wants to. He can make it there. If he wants to do an escort mission, he can make 4. That bottom number there. So we'll roll for him with a 3. And he is a NAC fighter. The 3 he'll be capping over the Akagi. Put him out here for a cap mission for now. Takes care of me. Our support force, main body, like I said, is deception units. Now let me move, I gotta move ships around and everything like that. And, well, let's go ahead. We better assign. Well, we better look at the rules here real quick. For each active route, determine emissions that all Imperial Japanese that are within range. All Imperial Japanese units that are within range. Alright, that is fine. From Wake Island, then, we will have a LAC bomber. LAC bomber with a 6. LAC bomber will attack the task force. There's no task force, so they will be attacking the objective. Alright. We get everything straightened out. A little bit of housekeeping, and we'll be right back. Alright, little note I noticed here. In that same spot, MI5, I had the 4th Carrier Strike Force as spotted, and the Invasion Force as not spotted, so that can't be. If one is spotted, the other one is. And I know my memory's not that good, and I only play this game once a week, but I don't remember spotting or how that 4th Carrier Strike Force could have got spotted, so I'm flipping him over to unspotted. So these guys are unspotted for any U.S. launch. We'll be back. Alright, then trying to figure this out. There won't be any launches. We'll still use that unit there that's on Combat Air Patrol over Midway. He'll be alright, but Midway's going to be caught unawares when all these planes come flying on down. Which is fine. It's just only the ones that'll be doing damage to these guys here. They'll be using that bottom number, a 1, a 1, a 2, a 1, 1, 2, yeah, not really some favorable die rolls. We will have to put units from Midway, though, over here. Particularly the, we'll have to put him on cap at Midway. We'll use our, unfortunately, there's a big old bunch of planes here. Hopefully they don't get hammered on the runway. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Ones with the anti-aircraft fire will be the Coastal Defense Unit. And maybe a little battalion or so of Marines shooting a little bit of small arms fire. So we're going to get some hits. But that's basically what the battles turn out to be. The big difference was, I don't think that 4th Carrier Strike Force was spotted. Maybe I can go back and look. We'll look back. Okay, then the 4th Carrier Strike Force was spotted. I went and reviewed it, and there was a submarine incident. I don't know if they didn't do any damage, but before there was an incident, the submarine did let us know that there was a 4th Carrier Strike Force right here, so that changes everything. We're going to go ahead and launch us some planes. And we can't do anything with the invasion force because they weren't spotted. It was only in the spot, in the space when the submarine came, you picked one. So 4th Carrier Strike Force is spotted. We can launch Midway's complement of air squadrons and air squadrons for Pearl. So we ain't done yet. Be back. Getting interesting, folks. We'll be right back. Alright, then. Midway's aircraft have launched. We got a bunch of them here. Alright, well, this one here's from Pearl, I think, yeah. This one here's from Pearl Harbor. So I'll put it maybe down here differently, but yeah, there you go. It's that little Midway on top. These are all Midway launches. And we're looking at that middle number now, which is a 1. A 1. Not, nothing really spectacular. If we can get some hits, there's a 2 on that carrier. There's a 3, so there you go. He's above Midway already on cap, or else I'd send him on escort, but we'll keep one cap on Midway, see what he can do. This guy's flying from Pearl Harbor at B-17. Gonna try some bombing runs with that one number. Take a Hail Mary shot, but that is it. Launching from Pearl and Midway to the spotted fleet here. Now, this little guy here, the Junio, is on cap over here in the invasion force. My guys can't attack the invasion force, so it's kind of, he's waiting around for what do you call it, attack that's not coming. I really should, hold on a second here, since the invasion force ain't spotted, let's do it this way. The invasion force will go back here. They're unspotted, they ain't gonna have no part of this. We'll take all his units, flip them upside down. Oh, let's do it this way. So they're hidden side. That is invasion Midway. Invasion Midway. There you go. All right, that's the only one we got to worry about because he's the only one spotted. He's here. I still got to launch these units. Wait, no. Oh, no, they're all taken care of. All right, so the rest of these task forces are above Wake. Nobody's gonna come there, but we got a area from the Akagi, which is probably from the invasion MI. Ain't no Akagi here, right? Nope. Horseshoe, so there you go. Alright, so that's the only ones we got to worry about here. We'll put the ships like this, since there's only one. Alrighty. We're back. We're going to call this a vid. Well, maybe we'll wait around. I don't know if I have any time left, though, after today. We better call this a vid. And like I said, little preview over here. And I've been playing this game heavily. This is a good one. This is a good one. We'll be have a video up on this one. But I'm going through my first game, or first playthrough. As a matter of fact, the French are almost ready for a victory. I think it's going to be inevitable. But anyway, we're back. Some more Midway Solitaire. Alright, before we make it a video, I was watching some of the previous videos, and when the Imperial Japanese Navy moved their task forces, we had an incident, and it was what the heck was it? A submarine incident. And the first thing that happens on that submarine incident is everybody in the spot is spotted, so I was wrong. The invasion force is also down here. So we'll take the invasion force, invasion MI, big old stack of ships. And they are all spotted. And we'll pick out which ones we want to attack. Here, but yeah, the invasion, everybody here in MI5 is spotted from our submarine warfare. So yeah, we got it going on here. They've already launched their planes and everything too, so I'll go back over that. But we're going to call this a video before it gets too long for you. And that is the up-to-date situation as of right now. Yeah, they were all spotted. And during the week, I got my my girlfriend's Swiffer duster, and we try to keep this thing clean. And I remember when I came back, this marker here was all the way over here. And things get flipped around. Like I said, I play this game maybe once a week, maybe a couple hours a week. After that, let's say maybe a half an hour a week, but or whatever time you see on the timer. And I haven't posted in a couple of weeks, I think. So things get moved around, but we got it all straightened out now. We're ready to go. We're gonna call this a video when we come back. Some killer combats along the Midway route. Be back.